I'm going to try and make this intro as timeless as humanly possible, so it's going to be as evergreen as it ever will be, upon day of release and all the way in the future. There is a celebrity. They have passed on. People liked them, or they did not like them, but they are still sad that they are gone. A game has come out. It has been anticipated. People are okay with the quality that it has come up to, or it has numerous errors, and it is also not a good game at the same time. And there are things in my backlog that are still not uploaded, and I should probably get to them at some point. Ba 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 ba! And now the rest of the video is just going to be as... it's never going to be evergreen, because I know I'm not going to achieve that. So welcome back to This is Zombies, everybody! Now it is time to play some Survival Night. You know, the nighttime levels are what they are. They can be dangerous, and seen as though we have some interesting stuff going on here, I'm going to try and think about this logically and have a squash in case I need it. And it's an ice shrooms, hypno shrooms, and maybe some extra firepower. You might, no, okay, fine. You're at the end then. Jesus, you'll be, you know, extra firepower, as we all know. We all know and love firepower. So let's just jump right on in to the fun stuff. Can I survive for 10 flags? I don't know. Let's try and figure this out. So just earlier before this session, I was doing some story mode. I've actually also done a little bit more story mode as well, even before this session. I think I did a little after the previous episode that I did. So I'm now currently at 4-6 in the story mode, doing the extra stuff. So at some point, I will be able to do the remaining zombie. Because, you know, as I pointed out multiple times, there's a zombie in the almanac that we have not seen yet. And you'll be seeing him soon enough. And I should say, like right now, as you are probably hearing it, just very subtly underneath my luxurious voice. But in between the previous episode and this episode, where I mentioned, hey, I haven't gotten an extra controller, I bought an extra controller. And it's, and its bumpers are loud. Decently loud, at least. But that's besides the point. I have 2 controllers now, which is all I really needed in life. So now I can actually cover the Cob stuff in the future. I don't know when that's going to happen, but, you know, at some point, I will close off the LP with some Cob stuff. So, I could say this now, though, just as a thing to say. If you're playing this game, the story mode, in co-op, then you actually have an extra ability. Not only can you both plan stuff at the same time and use the same pool, it's simple stuff you can probably gather just from taking a look and guessing at it. But, you can hover over a zombie and hold the X button on them, and they will become budded. So you can hold zombies in place while someone else gets the defenses up and ready, if you so choose. So that's one way of doing things. If you're having trouble with the game, then just, you know, first have it on 360 or PlayStation 3 or one of these consoles. I don't know which other systems have co-op like this. I'm pretty sure it's just those 2. And just grab a buddy and have them hold zombies back for you whilst you try and do your best at surviving. Here we are at surviving. Get rid of the graves as well. Also, you may notice the amount of coins that we have at the bottom there. I think you know, it's been a while since I did it, so I can't remember. I believe I actually did do the last stand money trick once. And then also doing the story mode got you a bunch of different things, just all of the money for being on stages. And also do some more Zen Garden stuff. I mean, awesome Zen Garden stuff I did off screen, I don't remember. You'll see when we get to the Zen Garden at the end of this episode, just to tend to it very slightly. And that's about it. I didn't sell any, actually I sold plants that we had repeats of, after the other plants were grown to their full size. So that's where some of the money came from. And then there's also, what am I thinking of? there are some, plants that I do have that need to be, fertilized to evolve into their first state, so we'll be seeing them as we get to them. And then who knows what we'll have at that point. Perhaps we'll get some more aquatic plants. Some more aquatic ambience. Ooh, yes. Usually as long as it's approaching. A little drum roll. It's good stuff. It's being at night and all that. It's similar enough. Like I just said, I was doing story mode, so I was used to doing the fog just a little bit earlier. And, this one thing to have a blowburst, another thing to have a plantain. You have your strategies, you can choose whatever you want. That's the fun thing about this game. Oh god, you're getting a bit close there, my friend. That's why we have you. It's always thanks to you, my friend, the hit mushroom. Destroy that buckethead. Recruit him to our side, at least. Thank you, bucket. Yeah, plant on the grave, please, say yeah. So, yeah. Going to random topics, as is one to do in Plants vs. Zombies. Just rattle off what's on the brain. Talk about things whilst things are going down. I am still heavy at work at this current moment in time at the Halloween special. That's the big video that's been big and teased already. By the time this episode comes out, you probably already have seen it. But I still won't say what it is. Because I don't know if I'm going to finish the stuff, then end up like... just editing a bunch of videos together just so you know that the big project is done, and then I just have things to tide us over until that time comes again. However, that is not the case. I don't know. Because I did do that, I took a little break from it to upload the 2 Binding of Isaac videos, and also took another break to do the Riven Tengoku stream. Which was fun, by the way. If any of you didn't tune into the Tengoku stream, it's a fun time. A lot of cool things happened during that. And thanks to a buddy, someone who was in that chat, I won't name names, thanks to them that there was a bunch of people in there, so that we had a good time, we spoke a bunch. And speaking of streams though, why am I trying to announce things in this? Why? I just said that it's not going to be uploaded by the time this is being done, so... Hell. By the time you see this, there's that. I've already said on Discord, because I'm going to put it in the Discord as soon as I'm done with this recording. But I noticed a couple of moments earlier in this day that the Little Inferno stream that started off all of the recent streams, that will be a year old on the 4th of October. And I'm thinking maybe it could be a tradition to just chill with Little Inferno, keep beating the game over and over again, because we all like burning things. I think that's just gotta be a fun thing to do. And perhaps this time I can actually use OBS and have balanced audio so it isn't blaring. Because for those of you who didn't know what the deal was with the first 2 streams, both the Celeste and the I don't even know what to call it. The Celeste and the Little Inferno stream. You were just speaking about it, Joshua. What the fuck are you on? The deal with them was that they were done using the Elgato streaming software and not like OBS, because I think it was from the 3rd stream onwards where I switched over to OBS. Because I think I had OBS already, but I just didn't quite use it. Yeah, of course I had OBS. That's what I used to record Misery Mondays. Like, Jesus. I think that might be the best to do. So, yeah, I had OBS. I didn't use it because I didn't know how to really use OBS for the streams, and then by the 3rd stream, that's when it fully kicked off, and we had a lot of fun. I say we had a lot of fun, but no one tuned into the Isaac stream. So yeah, like, Elgato sound capture software there was that mode that it had where basically it would turn the game down when you spoke into it. However, in theory, this should have been an alright thing. It should have been like a gradual zoom, a gradual descent and ascent in the volume, so that you can be heard when you speak. However, looking back at the replay of that live stream and hearing how it actually is, there are hard cuts between loud and not loud. And that is not very listenable. And the unfortunate thing is, that live stream of Celeste has my PB in it. My personal best time in Celeste is in that live stream, which, good for me for having a PB recorded, but, oh, that recording, I do not like it. Also, I do not have many things written. So now it's time for me to start getting my shit down here. Ah! That's what I thought. God, now we are out. 5 power for that row, just for once. No way. That's why I need to pay attention to what I'm doing, slightly. So, yeah. Little Inferno, I'm sure it'll be fun to just go back through it. Point lasers at it. Yeah. Because the funny thing was, I might have mentioned this in the stream, but I feel like I did not. I actually had plans to LP Little Inferno a long while back. And the specific version that was going to LP was the Wii U version. So that's how you know how long ago it was I had the idea to LP Little Inferno. It would have been using that there version. And it would have been something else. What fun. So yeah, unfortunately I did not go through with it. Well, I feel like, in the end, doing a live stream of it, spending those 2 hours to beat the game, that's good. I think this time I probably won't end up using the hug coupon, because I think I used the hug coupon in that first stream. And that was cool enough to do. I just don't need that hug this time, boys. I have plenty of hugs. Just talk to my hug giver director. That's what we need in life. More hugs. Hugs for hugs, my friend. Why did I eliminate that sun shroom? It was going to produce something for me, and yet it did not. Because I got rid of it. Just like that. I feel like a doll doing that. But hey, at least it's not like having a sun shroom be eaten on an if number. So that is just janky. Oh god. Now I probably should have gotten extra firepower for this. But alas, I did not think of that. And I just went for tall shrooms and magnets. Tall nuts is the word you're looking for, Joshua. Tall nuts. Wow. Oh, that guy's crying because there's nothing on that row. Jesus. I can survive. I can do this. Oof. Oh, right in front of it, too. The optimal place for there to be a grave just showing up. And there goes that grave buster. Leave this lot, losers. I just don't want you involved in that row anymore. Just like tame myself. Go pick up the present. There you go. Plant for the Zen Garden. More zombies approaching. Plant one more. Yeah, just barely. 107 grand. Wow. It's almost like 108. That's a holy number, you know. Hey, trash can zombies. So you need one of those. Well, I need one of those. Jalapenos are good for hold on to. Them as well. I'm going to continue with my ploy of that. I think the Scandy Shrooms are going to be replaced by repeaters and Gadlings. And we don't need any of you down here, or magnets. Actually, no, I can go to the shop right now. Let's go buy the other 2 plants. We can do that. Spike weeds, spike rocks, and kernel vaults, kernel cannons, master of horticulture, all 20 dinkies a price to move. And whilst we're here, we'll grab that item because I needed to do it. And that's all we can do. Let's just buy some more house, I guess. Fully decked out house, like we all need. So there we go. We have our Spike Rock, which does 3 extra hits, so it's more resilient and does more damage. And Cob Cannons, which are missile strikes. You'll see them probably in the future, hopefully, if I remember. And I don't think I would need Torchwoods. I think I'm fine on that front. I hope I am not thinking of something that I'm missing out on. Having an ice shroom as well would be good. Don't want to. Yeah. Man, I'm ready to plan. Oh, I just have 0 because I use all my cash to destroy that. I always destroyed a twin sunflower. That would have been painful. Let's put there. Right off the bat. Right off the bat there too. What a good start. Good start, everybody. This is already looking to be a wonderful time. Let's pump up that firepower on the back there. That's what we need. That's what we need to do. All that chopping sound. Yeah. This whole time I've been like, I want to transition into somewhere. I want to get a segue so I can talk about this specific thing. But I don't know. There's not been any opportunities for me to just go into the segue, so I might as well just leap into it head first, like I'm cliff jumping. That's what I want to do. This tangent that I want to talk about. And that's the fact of as of late, I have had some really, really strange dreams. Because I don't know, some of these dreams have been rather interesting. There was one I had last night, don't quite remember. But the ones that I want to point out are the ones that happened not too long ago, and a couple of months ago at least. So the first one of these, I don't remember the majority of everything that happened in it. All I know is it was just a normal dream for the most part. I was walking around doing things, and then I was at a train station. And at that train station, train stations usually have little TVs in the corner that would show schedules or stuff like that. But this TV was showing a news report, and the news report was talking about a sighting of some kind of spectralid or some anomalies happening caught on camera from footage that was sent into them. So, what happens is it then shows the footage on the news report. And it's almost like I'm not there anymore, but it's just focused on the TV entirely. And this camera footage is the important part that I remember. So it starts with a dash cam of some guy driving down the road in the woods late at night, and there's nothing really on the road in front of him, but then something appears in front of him. It's like this, I guess it's an orb. I guess the best way to describe it is an orb. And the orb just kind of floats around, and you kind of hear the man shouting at the orb, get back here, stuff like that. It's kind of muffled, but he's just trying to chase after the orb because he too is curious, but he has it on camera so he knows that he will want to document this orb, whatever the hell it is. So he keeps driving past it, and then there is a car that comes in front of him, and the car is just there whilst the orb is he's still following the orb, and then suddenly the car in front of him disappears, and no one knows what happened to that car. Obviously I wouldn't know because I was watching the footage, and none of you will know because it's my dream. So after that car disappears, the dash cam then looks like that most of the car that's surrounding it disappears too, and no one knows what really happened. So it then zooms out. The dash cam zooms out to show this man, the man that's been driving the car, and he is frozen in place in a T-pose. And here's where things get interesting. It's not the fact that he's at a T-pose. It's the fact that he was still traveling at the speed that his car was going at. And then he started picking up speed. And yeah, like the camera is still behind him, behind his head, and it's showing him speeding up exponentially. And he's just screaming all the time. He's literally just screaming whilst he's posed, just moving really quickly just down this road. He can't control himself. He's moving, and he's just going incredibly fast and screaming. I know I'm repeating myself, but that's the important part. There's something about him being stuck in a pose in horror, not being able to control himself, and just screaming about the fact that he can't control himself and how fast he's moving. That is the crazy part. And then I think at some point he kind of comes into this clearing and basically ends up stopping in a town or like a village, and just kind of comes to a stop at the side of a curb. Oh shit. So I don't know that in alone, but yeah. Sorry, I'm just thinking about this. And yeah, like most of the dream just stops at that point. Me getting hiccups as well. And yeah, like that's about as much as I remember from that dream. The other dream that is very interesting in regards to what the hell is going on in it is that it's another like segment of the dream that I remember. And the segment of the dream that I remember is that I was in a shop, just this supermarket shop. It's like a corner store basically. It was a very short, small little area, not much for me to really do in there, but it was there and you can just walk around and have, you know, buy stuff. It's a corner shop. What else can you really expect of it? And there was someone in there, just some girl that was in there that was like, I don't know, I was trying to get her attention discreetly without really getting her attention, just trying to be like antisocial, fly on the wall, getting her attention somehow. And something I remember doing in that dream is there was a packet of ham just open. So I picked up all of the ham in that packet, all of the slices, and just held it by my hand. I was carrying that around for some reason. And then at some point I went and put that ham back in its packaging, not caring for one moment about like bacteria and stuff. Like that's all I did in that part of the dream. So then after that point, things get a little bit gruesome, because at some point, like I think that like the girl and whoever she was with, they left the shop, and I was still in there with my ham. And I think they came back into the shop, and then somehow part of her head just disappeared. Like it got chopped off for some random reason. I don't understand where it came from or how it happened. Just part of her head disappeared and just kind of got chopped off, and she fell to the ground. And she was just lying there, immobile, not able to do anything, because, you know, that's your head, you got half your head. Basically, think of that South Park episode with Britney Spears, you know the one? That's basically what happened in that moment. For what that girl looked like. And I was there, still in the store, looking at this person. And I tried to comfort her, like that would help. But that didn't work, because, you know, she's a dead body. You can't comfort a dead body. Just like, all I was doing was just trying to like lie on the ground next to her, trying to keep her warm. And somehow she just kind of
stood up and went off. Like she wasn't even dead. She just woke back up and left. And that's all I remember from that dream. She was just alive somehow. And she was able to walk away with not much of her face. All she had was a mouth and part of her nose. Like, what could she do? I suppose she didn't even bump into the wall on the way out. That's all she did, and that's all I can really remember from that dream. So the moral of the story is, don't hold ham in your hands. Just whole ass ham. So that was some crazy stuff. Speaking of crazy stuff, this is an interesting development. I'm going to... That was the wrong line. Whatever. Do that. There you go. Should have gone rid of the top line, but I did not do that. This is definitely getting to stressful situation. There's a lot of stuff that's going on that I am not able to deal with. I probably should have grabbed like the melon pole. Or actually gotten some stuff down, but I did not. And now this is where we're at. So I think my objective right now is just keep the wall up. And that'll be it. Like repair you. Managed to do that correctly. Do that. I forgot to bring grave diggers in this. So I was not able to destroy that grave. And that grave down there too. Those are things I probably should have done. Pop go the weasel. Wee. Oh god. Coughing. And wheezing. Wheezing and coughing. Okay, that's not bad. So, I was talking about streams earlier. I can tell you this though, as a sneak peek. There was a game that was mentioned during River of Heaven stream that I've suddenly become interested in. And you may see that as a playthrough in the future. I'm not naming names, but you just gotta look for yourself and take clues. What could it be? Who knows? Oh, shit. So, what I think I need to do is have some of you and Gravebusters, those were the name. Those were the name. And have walnuts. Pumpkins, I think the pumpkin's gonna be the one there. We got all them done and all that. We don't really need much else. I can spike rocket. Might as well do spike rocks. And the last one, there may be the potential of ruining magnet shrooms. I do not want to lose any of the magnet shrooms or the double sunflowers because this is my last part of the run. And that would just be horrible to deal with. So, spike rocks. It's easy enough. They do a lot more damage than your regular enemy. Regular spike weeds. So place down your spike weeds where you want them to be and then get some spike rocks going. And that's how you make crystal meth. That's how you do a bunch of things. You know, by getting these spike rocks out, hopefully I'll just limit the amount of, graves on the last wave. Even though only one of them spawns. It should help with thinning out the numbers after all. And it's a good thing that I hold on to this extra column at the back, because if something were to slip by, like a minor zombie, which is a small zombie, which is the imp, then I can use the jalapeno to catch them in the act. So yeah. Now it's time for a wonderful little thing. Him leaving at the how dare you. Oh, speaking of games though, that I've been playing, I'm pretty sure I might have mentioned this in a previous video, but actually no, I don't think I have. Maybe I didn't mention it in Panels and Zombies, I don't know. But through a factor of both a close friend, maybe a couple of close friends, and some buddies over at TRG, you know the one, there is a game that I became re-interested in. And that's 100% orange juice. So, like, Here's the deal. My close friends were like, yo, buy 100 orange juice. You'll probably enjoy it. It's like Mario Party, but different and more anime. So then I tried it, and I didn't like it. I played like 19 minutes of it, and then I refunded it. Fast forward to a couple years later, and TRG started playing through Orange Juice on their channel. And the first couple of boards was John talking through the game and explaining how things worked. And I tell you, that's all I really needed to really get a grip on what the game is like. And now, I played a lot more of Orange Juice. You don't have it. No, you don't, buddy! I mean, he was taken care of, but I wanted to be sure. Because he got caught just very slightly after. Wow. Spike repair. So yeah, 100 Orange Juice is a game that exists. I think the character I liked playing as was Saguri, and Nanako was also fun too. There was also I like being a Chaos Gremlin as Mary Popo. I'll say that right now. That's the fun stuff. Oh, thank goodness he didn't destroy that. That's that vote. That's not good. Those two are down there. Freeze. Give me a moment to pause, reflect, to jump, side. I didn't realize the nigga zombies are going to be as quick as they were. Okay, we have a lack of sun. We do have a bunch of sun in reserve for us. You then. Slap. It might be needed. So yeah, Chaos Gremlin, Mary Popo. It's a good time. Well, so yeah, I don't know if I'll ever do an Orange Juice for anything. Most likely not, is the answer. But just know that I like it. And if I even try to do it on stream, I don't know if it will. I mean, it's a simple game, it's 2D, it might be able to work for OBS, but... Okay, that's less firepower on that row now. Yeehaw! I like it. Oh, hello, you. Didn't see you down there. It's all quiet. Get him! Get him! I don't want to waste my jalapeno on this guy. So spike rock him. That's an idea, actually. Have fun at the back. Oh, he doesn't even get affected by it anymore. Piss off, dude. But that gets his pick. Got his pick taken away from him. Now I have even less firepower on this top row. Okay. Fine. You're gonna go there. You're there. You're down there. Shave and a haircut. Just getting ready at the end. Do you like how much chaos there is just at this back point here? I got this. Boy. Well, get the coin before it ends. Get the coin before it ends. Yeah! We got the coin! I unlocked a new survival mode, which is roof hard. But it's pool hard that's next. Let's do the pool hard. Pool hard too. Pool hard. So, let's get our usual setup. Let's get rolling now, boys. We know we can do this. We're good at this. We're gonna have a torchwood setup this time. And tool nuts. They're needed. Props to me, Christ. That's also needed. And twin sunflowers will also be good too. Yeah, sit back. Watch the fireworks go off. Yeah. Oh, that was like firing going on outside as well. That's got what you get for living near a firing range. I suppose. And I'm not. I probably. It's not even near firing range. If there was a near firing range, it would be louder, but it's not. All I know is my dog do not like it. He gets scared. It's sad. Poor Willie. Poor boy. But he's like what? 10 now? I think he's 10. Maybe 11. He's getting old. As is Scrumpy. Scrumpy is 14. She's an old ass doggo. She's cute still though. And she's just an old grandma. I always call her a grandma. She mills about. She does grandma things. We don't really get in her way all that much. She doesn't get in our way. She's a good girl. She's a good little dog. That's why I like her so much. Well, she's 14 as well, so. I've definitely thought about it a bunch in the past, but it's gotta be weird when that eventually happens, and I don't want to think about it too much. Yeah, screwing myself out with that kind of stuff. Let's not do that. Let's talk about happy flowers and how flappy their flowers are. Fun fact! You might have already known this if you know me, and maybe I mentioned it in a previous video of some kind. But did you know that the composer for Plants vs. Zombies, Laura Shigihara, has also done work for Super Meat Boy in its revamped soundtrack after the Danny B. debacle? I'm not going to get into that because it's dumb and I don't know all of it. I'd rather not get into any of that kind of stuff because it's not my business. So all you need to know is Laura Shigihara provides the music for Cotton Alley in newer releases of Super Meat Boy. But you know, there are some older releases that still have the old soundtrack. I'm pretty sure if I went to it on this 360 it would still be there. And that's just good. Oh yeah, I didn't even get more than just that. Eat that guy. Thank you. Thank you. Destroy his face. Yeah. Just barely. How many rows of firepower do I want to have right now? So I want the 3. So 1, 2, 3. Then the torchwoods. Then the toolbox. There we go. That's our situation for right now. Oh, I should have gotten cattails. Oh, I thought something goofy. Yeah. Let's turn into NCS again. Gotta watch his nose sunflower run at some point. That might be a lot of fun. Samba-dum-ba-doo-doo. That's a fun thing, though. I'm pretty sure Nintendo Capri Sun is the reason why I like this game, because he was the one to introduce me to it specifically. Yeah, you even hear it in the video. She's like, Chugga Crazy, you, this random nobody, you are going to get interested in this game. That's all that's going to happen. Now, of course, he did his LP of it around the time I subscribed to him. So I kind of remember when that first episode went up, and I watched that. And who knew it would end up being the thing that it is today? It is still his most watched thing. And it's still a dang fine playthrough as well. It's nice, fun, relaxing. I've seen him do like live streams of Plants vs. Zombies doing things like that. So he probably does like casual streams of it, which, you know, makes sense. It's been a long time since I've encountered a stream of his, mostly because time zones, and that's the worst part of all. Time zones, they stink. They can be hard to get used to. That's why I thought about streaming in the morning, and that's why I just did stream in the morning for the Tengoku stream. Even if that day I had a dentist appointment to go to. Did I ever explain that? This is just a random ass topic. Might as well explain it now, because I don't think I even did. So what happened, basically, the reason why I had the dentist appointment on the day of the Tengoku stream, it was because I was feeling pains in my mouth after chewing on like the left side of my mouth, and I wasn't sure what it was, but I had to be careful what I ate, otherwise it would cause like a sharp pain in my mouth. And when I went to have it checked up on, the answer that I received for what the hell was going on, I don't remember the exact term for it, but the basic gist was that there was decay underneath one of my fillings. So that had to be refilled. And that is something else.
I mean, I went ahead and did it. I had a sedation, not necessarily sedation. I had like the painkillers put into my mouth, so I couldn't like really feel it. I don't know. It was just so I could like just be numb to it. Like I did start off not having the painkillers in, but then I was like, okay, no, I think I'm gonna need painkillers. I don't want to deal with this right now. And that's what happened. Come on, get up to 125. Is it gonna be enough time to... There we go. Also, that poor nut right there. Point at him and laugh. So yeah, that was my wacky ass dentist story. It's funny though. I don't really. Oh, it's you. Joy of you. Lead pants as well are useful. Did I even fill out? No, I did not fill out the Twin Sunflower Lane. Cattails, you and not you. Repeaters on that line would be nice. And I could use Magnus runes, but I would need to have the coffee bean for it. I don't want to do that. Will I even get to use a Cob Cannon? Probably not. Actually, they might sneak past or hold on to you and squash for temporaries. Temporary solution, permanent problem. Now let's think about what to do with this. So you need that. It'd be just beneficial to have that going on. I'm gonna get rid of you because I'm going to make this back row cattail row, as well as perhaps making that repeater row as well. I'm not sure yet. The repeaters are gonna go there anyway. That's what they need to do. Yeah, you don't want to boing over me right now, my friend, because that's not nice. You can't do that. That's not nice. Dumbass. Has anything else happened recently? Oh, you know, why not? Get It Together. Why do I Get It Together released a couple of days ago on September 10th, which was 9 plus 10 day. Never forget. I still need to finish watching Main Theme Vine. I got partway through that. I'm almost near the end. I swear to God I'll finish it. Probably will by the time this goes on. And, yeah, Why Do I Get It Together is an interesting game. I enjoy my time with it. I find it interesting the fact that what it basically is it gives you different ways to play the same microgames, yes. So it's definitely a more challenging WarioWare to play than it is than most other ones. Because if you think about it, in other WarioWare games, you have microgames that show up just like mash the A button to eat this apple, or destroy this one thing, or beat this tug of war, or something like that. Then you look at Get It Together, and you have this like microgame where you have to... What's a good example? I can't think of any good examples. Say like the one that's in the trailers for like the toothpaste. You have to squish the toothpaste out onto the toothbrush, and that's all you need to do. So for some characters, you can just fly up there and smush it manually, like you see with Wario in some of the trailers. Whereas other characters, you have to fire projectiles at the toothpaste in order to actually print it out and get it done. No, you don't. So other characters, you just have to figure all that stuff out. It's interesting. And also, every microgame has like tier lists, in-game tier lists for which characters are best for it and which characters are the worst for it. Hey, Snorkel Zombies, I like you. Have a cupcake. Not you. You're over here is what I meant to I think it's time just to add spike rocks into the equation as well. That would be fun. There we go. And yeah, like, the level themes as well were fun. I liked them quite a bit. There was Ashley, of course. Ashley's hip and top coolest. Ashley had a food theme. That was great. And Jimmy T, his was interesting. There was a lot of cameos in Get It Together, and it was great to see them all. Like, I was there in the food one. I'm pretty sure it was the food one. And there was the one where you had to mix everything up in the blender. And then once you mix everything up, the guy from Royal West Smooth Moves comes in and grabs the beaker. It's like a specific guy that you have to drink the juice from. And then if you drink the juice, he gets like hair growing out of his nostrils and hair and stuff like that. That guy, he just shows up randomly just to hold on to this specific beaker. And then there's one where you have to move pipework around, and then you do the second level of it, and then the guy that walks over is the same guy with the tongue from WarioWare Touched that you have to drag the candy to his mouth. It's the same guy. It's fun stuff. How there's just character cameos like that. That guy immediately died. I just saw that out of the corner of my eye. There was a smoker zombie that immediately died before he even jumped in. He literally jumped in without a head. That's some good stuff. I appreciate that. Good going. Thanks. You're still bigger than your normal sack. Boss micro games though, and Get It Together. There were some fun ones in there. I think the most annoying one to do was the rock climbing one. That one's kind of annoying to get done. I'm glad I got all the success points on those anyway. Other boss games, there's Spiky Warrior, which is like the intro game one. That was, I guess it's a little tedious, but it makes sense. Tedious is the mission, we'll get to that in a bit. Now there's the 9-volt boss game, which is pretty good. Even news articles being like, it's the best micro game, it's clearly just this and nothing else. But they are wrong. I do not know what they are speaking of or about. Jesus Christ, my dude. Did you see that? It's right there on my torchwood. Now that row has less firepower. Piss off. That's why this game is good. Play it more. And what were the other boss games? There was the London Bridge one. There was the Memorize one. Oh, Gargantua's fun. We're gonna get double jalapenos on that one. God damn it. Oh, I didn't even get to Spike Rocks. Wow. Shows how much I was paying attention. So yeah, I'm just trying to remember the boss mini games right now. So there was Spiky Warrior. There was the box sorting one in That's Live. There was a rock climbing one. There was... No, I'm thinking the water one. I can't think. Why am I not... Oh, Devil in Switch was Fantasy. That was the Poseidon one. That's what I'm thinking of. And then there was the hand grabber, which was fun. I really am just trying to think of what the hell these bosses can do. After the hand grabber, there was the wow. I should stop. I'm not gonna remember all those micro games off the top of my head. I've played them all. I've gotten those successes, but yeah. We'll move on to the variety pack. Some of the variety mini games. Daily Grind is an interesting one. I like that one. I might play more of that. because you have to get through this platforming course, not take too much damage, collect contracts, eat hot chip and life. And just get going through that, and hopefully get to a point where you can figure it out. So, there was also like a Gotta Bounce, which was simple enough. You just play volleyball with a football, which, yeah, I got that 300 point score for the mission instead of 50 with 9-volt. And like the other main one was a friendless battle. That one was fun. Getting to just completely go through waves and waves of enemies, destroying people. I don't think. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, thank goodness we have cattails. I forgot about that. Oh Lord! I definitely forgot about that, and I'm thankful that I put those two there. MVP. Then there's like the other two-player games. Like I think I had fun with the messing with other players one, which was you play a little bit of hockey at first. You have to get the puck into a goal in order to play a micro game, and then the person who plays the micro game has to beat it for a point. And the other person has to distract them by doing various things. That's a fun time. And there was other stuff too, but I don't remember them off the top of my head. Now, missions! Missions, on the other hand. Some of them have been really aggravating. And here's a Gargantua, ready to show us what's going on in the business here. Please get distracted. Distraction. Yeah. And that guy wasn't damaged enough for that. Shit, where did my cursor go? I didn't see it. Oh god, it got eaten! Oh no, there it is. It had to transform. I forgot about that. Jesus loves me. Thank you for the cattails. Again, the cattails are saving my bacon this time. It's all of Gargantua's fault. He pissed off my Cheerios, he ate my wife, he became one with the wind, and now he is Butter Boy. I gotta get like stuff going on in that. Smack. So yeah, like I gotta get missions. The aggravating ones. There was the 9-volt, which 9-volt one in the something or other. 9-volt in doing the volleys, which, you know, getting the 50 score just doing the keepy up on a character that keeps moving left and right. That's aggravating and difficult to get done. Meh. Open field there, I don't know why you even try it. Speaking of open field, right there, buddy. He did even get a chance to kill the jalapeno. That sounds like me, alright. Yes. You. There we go. And there's other ones. One that was annoying to do, just because it was tricky, because of specific characters. It was getting Pyoro and having him do things. Shit, I shouldn't have spoiled it. Damn it. I feel like I made a great mistake. I'm sorry. Oh, Sage thinks I'm going to keep quiet, keep calm, and carry on. Just very slowly. And surely, making sense. Actually, I think it would be changed the middle guys to split piece. If I haven't forgotten anything major. I got the spike rocks in there. That's important. Nice melon, yes. Zombie's not coming. I should change like those two with more cattails in case it's needed. That would probably help out. And going back to the missions again. I'm all over the place. It's like I got distracted by how painful my asshole ripped apart right then from Gargantua.
One that was difficult to do because it's a bit of an endurance is doing daily grind, but you have to do nothing and get to the end like 12 times in a single run. And that's good. There's like specific boss minigame missions as well that are going to be annoying to get to. Like, there's one for doing the That's Life sorting minigame, microgame, as Cat without dropping any items. And Cat constantly jumps, so he can't like bump into a thing prematurely. You have to make sure you have good precision and pick up the right items and not waste anything. That's rough. And there's just other ones that are just like get a specific score without making mistakes. It's alright, I guess. Pop goes so easy. So yes, going back to this game, the spike rocks, as you see, they're popping the tires, but they're still there. However, it's not easy to really see, but once something gets popped, one of the main spikes in there gets taken away. So you know that it has the capacity for 3 pops. That's all it can really do. And then it'll be destroyed. Oh, there was minor zombies. They're very small. I'm gonna on you, and then on... No, that's okay, time for you. We lost a sunflower, and I lost a use of jalapeno, because I was late and lazy. That might be helpful to do. Whoa, perfect timing. I didn't even know that guy was there. Baboosh. Oh, that guy down there. Sort it out as well. Yeehaw. God, why is it so quiet? Why is it so quiet? Oh, it is the very last wave, I guess. I guess I still never really figured out why the hell that was. Why some of the instruments in the songs just completely also the music has completely disappeared. What? This game is weird. I don't understand. I really don't understand. But hey, at least it's the end of the episode. So that helps. So the music's still there. You know it's not completely gone. If there's instruments missing, then that's done. So that's all of the missions done for today. Night and pool. So all that's left is another episode of Fog and Roof, and then perhaps some extra stuff with that mission right there. 10 survival trophies to unlock. Of course it is. There's our gold house. All that stuff. So yes. I think there's also... I think if we go into it first, we can have a look at it. Well, that's that. But I meant co-op is what I meant. Because there are co-op things in here. You do specific missions about co-op levels in the main game. And then you do co-op bowling, and then hard levels, and then co-op zomboss. And then endless co-op. So it's some kind of survival. Interesting enough. Let's tend to our Zen garden. I already watered these guys earlier, but now we have our golden watering can. We can now water 4 plants at a time. It is very nice to have. It makes watering a lot easier. Also, that guy did not... Come on, Stinky. There you go, Stinky. Chocolate. That's that guy who's a 3-peter, which we can sell the other one and replace it with. And it's served with a mushroom. Thank you, Crazy Dave. You fucking idiot. Put you in there. You are facing the same rate as that guy. So I can sell you. I don't really need you around anymore, my friend. Yes. Sell the plant to Crazy Crazy. And there's nothing over here. So yeah. Let us buy fertilizer and that. And I will see you momentarily for what these plants end up being. As you see there with the golden watering can, it makes things a whole lot easier. So you don't have to keep moving over to another one just to keep pressing the things over and over again. And you can just do like 8 presses of the watering can per round now instead of just doing everything individually. So let's see what these plants are. We have an ice shroom, which is asleep, of course. A doom shroom, dangerous. A puff shroom, okay, I guess we were doing the night levels. It's all nighttime. We even have room. We have 3 spots open. Is that puff shroom facing the same way? It is not. Someone's gonna have to be sold. I think I'm gonna sell the tall shroom. The skinny shroom, even. My friend, you've had a good run, but you belong here anymore. Wrong place. It's an amazing transferal. Evidence transfer. Here we go. Almost done. We can almost leave. Takes only a few times. You can read the almanac if you so desire. Almanac! What was that? That was some words. Yes. So this is our current setup for plants. It looks very nice. Very intricate, different. Nothing too vibrant or different, but you have your varying sets everywhere. Obviously the same direction of Doom Shroom, I should have known. Give you 10 grand for that Doom Shroom? Yes. Thank you very much. I don't think there is anything we can buy that's really important. But, you know, you have the normal house blueprints that you trick out your storm drunk homes on a label screen. Scary house blueprint that you terrify your neighbors on the label screen. These trailer blueprints may not all your neighbors on the leaderboard screen, but at least they're cheap. Future house blueprints are space way too amazing on the label screen. Clown house, clowny clown house, big shoes. It's good dialogue. That's why I showed this specifically. So yeah, the only thing you can really buy is that. And we can't even buy that, I guess, even though it says 11. That's kind of funny to see. They just block it behind a sold out. So yeah. Let's feed our tree 10 times. What do we got, buddy? How many cherry bombs does it take to take down a gargantuan? Here's a hint. More than 1, fewer than 3. Here's a more explicit hint. 2. If you're looking for mushroom plants for your Zen garden, you'll have better luck finding on nighttime levels where it's nighttime. Yes. I said those words. I wouldn't worry about permanently damaging your lawn with doom shrooms. The time the earth heals itself. Psst. Enter the secret code typing future while playing to experience the zombies from the future. So now you can type future. Will it even work on the screen? There you go. Now they have futuristic glasses. Legend has it that frozen zombies eat slower. I'm here to tell you that legend is in fact straight. As is fact straight. Have you heard of those Yeti zombies? Some say he likes hiding where it's pitch black. Perhaps that's the level we're looking at in the story mode. Getting to level 410. That's where it's pitch black, right? That's where the Yeti zombies must be. Whatever the hell that looks like. What's cheaper than free? Nothing! That's why pop shrooms are essential in all light levels. Are you hoping to find water plants for your Zen garden? I bet my phlegm have the most luck searching in pool levels. Phloem? Let's not question that. Have you noticed that gargantuans sometimes use other zombies as actual plants? Whatever works, I guess. Sticky to Snail sure loves his chocolate. Maybe he loves it a little too much, you know? He wants it still for an hour if he's had some. Well, you know, he does what he does. He fixes coins. He does good things. Thank you, Sticky. I wonder, will the almanac show it or not? If not, then we'll just... Yeah, we'll quickly glance at story mode so you can see what that feature code actually did. Perhaps I'll wear it on the next mission episode, I don't know. Thank you for laughing at me. I feel exactly that. There you go, you can kind of see it there. Most regular zombies now have funky sunglasses. It's good. So that is going to be it for this episode of Plants vs. Zombies. In the next episode, we'll be doing the last two survival levels, Fog and Hard. Fog and Roof are the words I was supposed to say there. I just did not say them correctly. See you then, I hope you enjoyed, and no evergreen outro. Everything's always the same, no matter what. Don't worry about the fact that these words are different every time. Everything's always the same. That's how it's always been.